Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to another fabulous CB and the Boys radio show. We have got a fabulous hot show tonight with some fire hot topics you don't want to miss. So just sit back and relax and buckle up. It's going to be a thrilling ride on CB and the Boys. So, see you in. George, roll it.
CB Booker, George Breaker Boy Homan, Roger Hawkins, Mimi Acosta. Let's go! CB and the Boys, Midweek Motivator. Come on, gather around, get to 411, and let's talk about it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to CB and the Boys. I'm CB, your hostess with the mostest, and I got the whole crew in the building. The fabulous Miss Mimi Acosta. What's up, Mimi?
She's back, baby. She's back stronger than ever, honey.
Yeah. And then we have the incomparable Mr. Roger Hawkins. What's up, Raj? Mr. Fitness himself, Mr. Universe.
How we doing, sir?
And then the world traveler, Mr. George Biker Boy Homan.
George on the boat, Homan.
I'm aboard some
Hey. What's going on?
What's up, man?
Oh, yeah. Not much.
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
Up here on the carnival out in the middle of the ocean.
Love it.
Doing our thing, hanging out up here on the Lido deck.
Nice.
I like it. That's what's happening. So shit. Hey, good to see y'all. What's going on?
Yeah, it's been a while since we've all been together.
Yeah, we got some things going on.
I know.
What's going on? Hey, to my brother Trey, I see you out there, baby. Hey, good to see you. Good to be seen. What's going on, man?
Trey, what's up?
Hey, Trey.
Yeah. Radio, who?
What's
George,
up, Trey?
What you doing?
Trey, our deepest condolences, baby. I'm glad that you're here with us, and I'm so sorry for your loss, babe.
For sure. Hey, it hurt me, man. My brother's here all the time. Man, you know we're here for you, brother.
Yes, always.
What you know no good? Hey, have y'all done the white part? That's at the end, right, George? The white party.
The what?
The white party.
No. I don't think they're having one on this one.
Okay.
I don't think they're having one on here.
So you got the bootleg cruise. That's bullshit.
Right.
That's that bull.
It is definitely.
Hey, what's up?
Definitely bootleg.
You had a surgery. Hey guys, listen. Mimi had to go get He's gonna start working in the industry. We got to get an extra appendage sewed on because she's about to turn up a notch in the industry.
I'm ready to salsa and shit, y'all. Look, last week at this time, your girl was getting potassium in one freaking arm, and then I got freaking marks. Like I look like somebody done strapped me down and gave me all sorts of drugs. But they gave me blood on one hand, I had potassium on the other one, and then 24 hours later, I had all my life pulled out of me.
You was riding the white horse.
But I would tell y'all something, it is the best decision that I made. Because one, after you reach
Mimi, you do it.
What?
You do an awful lot to get some attention.
Right.
Look, I don't do enough because I don't be trying to get attention. Okay, I just get attention.
I know she gonna go all out. Listen, y'all gonna look at me, damn it. I'm going under anesthesia.
My doctor wasn't playing that shit. If my doctor had went on her little vacation, I might not be here. I might not have been here when she got back.
Hey, look,
I thank God that the decision was made to do what needed to be done. But I'm gonna tell y'all something now. If y'all don't want no more kids and y'all got fibroids and endometriosis and all that shit, go pull all that shit out, okay? Because you don't need it. Anyway.
Well,
Move
I
right
ain't got
along.
that problem. I did mine a while. I had my hysterectomy too. After I had little junior, just had to get it on out.
But no, but it actually really feels good to know that I don't have to get a phone call now and be like, oh my God, I'm gonna be on my this, so I can't travel, I can't do this, and I can't do it. I'm be like, what? Plane ticket, let's go. So I'm always ready for it.
Oh shit, spinning.
All right, Trey. All right, Trey.
You
Don't
ain't
get
got no
yourself,
salsa shoes.
don't get
You ain't no
yourself
salsa
snatched up
shoes.
over there, Trey. Don't get yourself snatched up over there.
Like that. Hit that flow, baby. Hit that flow. All right, that's what's up.
Okay, yeah, we gotta get our drinking on, guys.
Well, hey, look.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Stop playing.
I forgot. I gotta go get my drink.
Man, everybody forgot. Shit, I don't look. I ain't had time to get mine. I gotta
I
run
don't
and
have
get
a drink
mine.
either.
But I'll be back.
I love it.
Oh, I'm about to get mine right now.
Okay, now you go on and throw my little video thing on, okay? While you're getting your drink.
Hey, I might.
I'm happy to still be here, considering I had a car accident again.
What the fuck they got to do with you drinking? What does that got to do with you drinking?
Get
That
a
ain't got
drink.
shit. Yeah, it ain't got shit to do with the Constitution claim. You can walk to the liquor store.
What?
You can walk to the liquor store.
Yeah.
He said you can walk to the liquor store.
Not where I live, you can't.
It's so loud. It's so loud.
I know. George must be going to the bar.
George, you might need to mute your side, love.
Thank you. Yeah, this cool. Yeah, we don't need to hear you ordering your shit. Anyway, I need to go get mine though. I really do. I need to go get my drink because, like I just ran in, so brother had to get set up.
Yes, you need to throw my little video on so we can do my little thing, and then we could. Because look, Trey done got his drink.
My man, that's what I'm talking about, Tracy. I mean, look, brother, if you want to do white liquor today,
Come get the 411.
That was short.
Oh, I was a little fast on the button, but here we go.
Come get the 411. And it's Mimi's drink special. Mimi, let them know what you're sipping on.
Yeah. I'm drinking my water. That's all I can do.
Bullshit. I call bullshit.
You need to mute your yeah, there you go. Thank you, because that wasn't working for me. So look, guys, I'm serious. I'm doing water because I have to, not because I want to. Okay, but I did it nicely. See, I got the clear straw with the ice and water. Okay, so don't come after me with it. I gotta do it for at least a little bit. But come next week, it's gonna be.
I'm about to say, I guess.
Everybody muted. What just happened?
Yeah, George over there trying to.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, George over there trying to order his drink and whatnot. So there's that.
Yes.
He should have been
So
had.
you need to go and get yours.
Go ahead, yeah. You can go ahead and kick it off. I'll be back. Give me 2 and 2. Matter of fact, because like I said, I don't feel right. So look, I ain't feeling right. I'm gonna let y'all do y'all. I'll let your boy in a second.
That's okay, babe. Not a problem at all. He's gonna get his drink because we can't look. There's certain things that we cannot do, guys. Okay, we're just getting back, so we come from this discombobulated little spot. Our boy George over there is coming with some funkadelic ass drink while he over there with Carnival Cruise Line in the middle of the goddamn ocean. He has shares with the cruise lines, y'all. So if anybody want to go on a cruise, y'all need to hit us up, cbandtheboys.org, and hit up George. He's got all the 411 on the cruise lines, and he's got shares with them because look, him and his wife, they do like 5 freaking cruises a year. He knows the best ones, the worst ones. As a matter of fact, look, we're gonna have to get him his own little segment on cruises. We're not to look at that. Hey, yes, baby. And the background ready for me too, and all my little blue dress and shit. Let's do it. Yeah, so I gotta get myself together because I gotta get on a cruise. I do. I know I do. But sis, you're not drinking anything tonight? I know we shouldn't be.
No.
We should be doing water, but it's all good. Hey, what's up, people? George over there. George over there networking, baby. I love it. But yes, guys, so I am definitely doing the water thing tonight. I'm not even playing with myself right now. And, because a chick got to recuperate a little bit,
Very true.
Yeah, I gotta feed the cells water, not liquor. Totally blonde, no sugar, no nothing, just straight up water, and I'm loving it. But we're not gonna continue without George. George, what kind of drink they making for? Oh, hold on, Rogers, what you got?
Look, that ain't even got to me yet.
Hey, well, my bartender got to me, god dang it. So anyway, Trey, I was gonna rock with you on some clear, but then I forgot. I happened to pick up a new bottle of some Apple Crown. So, brother, we can be ebony and ivory today. Ebony and motherfucking ivory.
Okay.
Be drinking all that Apple Crown off in my glass.
Yes.
Pinkies up, bitches. Oh,
I'll be there with you next week, baby.
I got you, man. I'm gonna drink for you, baby. I'm gonna drink for you.
I'll be there with you next week. I'll have my drink on, but this week I gotta slow myself right back into the society of what happened was.
Hey, I got y'all.
Yes. And they have not gotten to George yet because he is not a priority right now. They say he don't need a drink. Look, he was walking the ship, Roger, right? Because, he just walking, doing his little thing. Wait, don't say nothing yet, George. I'm about to tell on you. He over there walking the ship, doing his little thing. Somebody busted out. Yeah, you got in trouble. He over there getting in trouble. He don't got in trouble on the ship. Something happened. He ain't gonna tell us.
Already? Damn,
somebody busted him out. Wide out. Like, oh yeah, they got trouble right there.
Hey, good. Make yourself memorable. That's what you're supposed to do.
And then he had to look, the guy had to back it up by saying, yeah, we all get in trouble. I like, oh my God, he already drunk. Forget it. It's on. Hey.
That's what's up.
Actually, this is my first drink of the night. I was so drunk last night. I drank water all day long. So this is my first drink of the night, right here.
Created memories last night.
So,
look at that. Trey got some Apple Crown also. He over there doing that, Trey.
Well, y'all already know. Hey,
take it easy, they take it easy.
Yeah. No, you don't. Don't take it easy. So I was drinking last night too. Mm-hmm. Mimi, what you got? I know you look. We've been sitting on some shit for a couple of weeks. You probably got all kind of shit. You ain't been able to do nothing but read and look at the news. Come on.
That's all I'm doing is water. But anyway, so check this out, right? 411. Let's slip into it. Okay, until George Gay is drinking it, he can tell us what he drinking on. Since my sis ain't drinking on nothing. Okay, so can somebody please give me a real update on Jamie Foxx? Like for real. The daughter said that he's out of the hospital and recuperating and doing his thing. And then the social media is saying that he's still in the hospital. He's not doing too well, all this stuff. Does anybody really know what the hell is happening with Jamie Foxx?
Well, the latest is that he's in rehab.
In Chicago.
Okay. There we go.
In theory. But yeah, I mean, is he out of the woods? No. I keep telling y'all, same person did it. And like I said, usually if they don't buck to kick it, they're in bad shape for a long time. So he's far from out of the woods, but they're not gonna give you, complete update usually until after the fact. That's kind of how it goes. Once the worst is over, then they be like, yeah, it was close. So there's that. You know what I mean? There's that.
I hate that for him because I really do like him. But there's so much controversy and there's so much industry shit. And it's a lot. It's a lot that's going on. And it's really interesting because brothers cannot see brothers rise. I don't get it. I don't understand. In this industry, there's enough for everybody to make money, but there's so much envy and so much nonsense going on,
Yeah, but I think this is a whole lot more about needing people to keep their mouth shut. Not so much about room for everybody, but loose lips sink ships, and when that happens, people disappear. So
that is what happens.
that's really what too much talking and shit. So
that is true too. You got to watch what you say, and the people that are doing their thing, you just got to let them do their thing and mind your business. But anyway,
idiots out of everybody.
I know. Moving right along, and Roger, I'm always slipping into your slot because you got a lot of people over there doing a whole lot of shit over there in sports.
I got a big old slot. Don't worry about it.
What's going on with Jay Morant again with the gun thing?
This N-word here, as Earthquake would say, this N-word here.
What is up with the baby boy, man?
I'm going to do this. I'm going to hold out on my judgment until I find out how old the video truly is. Because if it's done around the time of the other one, then he's just getting witch hunted. But if it's a new recent video, kick him out of the league. He's a horrible example. You know what? You cannot be stupid. That's really how I feel. If you're gonna keep doing it, that means you think you're untouchable. Bye.
And I saw a meme where what's his name? Jackson. What's his face?
There it is.
What's that?
I got a sippy.
The Mai Tai. The Mai Tai is on deck.
Yes. So anyway, getting back to it because I forgot what I was about to say. But anyway, I was just talking about somebody and it just all slipped me. But anyway, at the end of the day, look, he's 23 years old. He was born in South Carolina and he lives in Memphis. What is he around?
Countrification.
Because I saw the video, honey, and they were so turned up in that car. I would have never known that he was really a basketball star. I don't really think that he really realized.
There's still people. He's still a person. He just happens to have a different job than you and I. But that just goes to show ignorance, stupidity, intelligence. It knows no boundaries.
So here's my thing though. He needs to pick and choose his friends a little bit better because they shouldn't be doing that shit around him anyway.
Yes.
He can't live everybody's lifestyle.
Not no more.
He got the whole world looking at him.
Right.
So he's just gonna mess around and lose his career, and his people with him apparently don't give a damn.
Yes.
And
the fines that he's getting as a result of the bullshit he's doing, he's gonna end up losing it all. And you know what's gonna happen? Them friends ain't gonna be around no more because he ain't gonna be able to flex or either he's gonna really go south.
The same people that see you going up would love to watch you coming down. It's just the nature of the beast, man.
Yes.
Business loves company is true. Because when you're above everybody, they feel inferior. So if they feel inferior, they want to equalize it. Hey, keep it real. Who's the only people that keep it real? Us. They get these athletes and all that. Yo, don't forget about the hood. Keep it real, homie. I'm trying my damnedest to put that shit in my rearview mirror. Once, if your value goes up, you have to live like it matters now. So I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to hear when the video is taken. But if it's recent, get him out. Get him out. If not, all right. Take the video down.
Right. Well, moving right along. Prince Harry and Meghan had a really interesting situation where they were being chased by paparazzi for 2 hours. And from what they said, his people stated that it was a near catastrophic case. Princess Diana must be freaking turning over in her grave about that. And then they had another situation right after that where a man was arrested. Baby, you might have to mute yourself, George.
Mute. Thank you.
There we go. Yes. And then there was a different case also around the same time where a man was arrested at the couple's home for stalking. People are not going to leave them alone until either she's dead or somebody's dead, but it's not going to be Prince Harry. They do not like that woman at all. They're trying everything to take her out.
And I've heard both sides. I mean, people's take on her. And listen, the truth lies somewhere in the middle. But yeah, I knew that whole coronation. I know the whole thing is going to be a circus until they just either disappear or like you said, they just gonna dog her until they're gonna try to either break them up, or I hope they don't try to take the Princess Diana route, but that's what they do. Wow, look, if paparazzi are chasing you, drive slowly. They're gonna jump in the car. Drive slowly. I'm not going to outrun you. Matter of fact, put your damn foot up under this tire. Watch what happens. Drive slowly. I ain't got nowhere to go. The windows are bulletproof. Let's party. So I ain't running from no damn body. But I get it.
Throw one of those little police lines on the street with all the little spikes and jack.
Oh yeah. Throw a stop stick down there and see what happens. Oh, speaking of that, real quickly. Yesterday I was driving, in a big rig. The underside, the tire and all that just blew up in front of me. It was the trippiest shit ever because it was a cement truck, and the tire was so big, and the whole thing blew, and the dust and cement, it literally just blotted out the whole highway. Freaked me the hell out because
I bet
that quick I couldn't see. But I did some Fast and Furious shit. Your boy got away. I came back around. I did my Paul. I had to do my Paul and Tyrese song. That shit was crazy.
Right.
See, paparazzi be damned. You can't chase me.
Well, you know what? We all got stories in this little circle right here. I am so glad that we are all here today because damn it. And look, that is my fear. Like, when I be driving on the highway and I see like all these big tires on the side and I know that's coming from some 18-wheeler blowout, I'm always praying to myself, Father God, please don't let me be that little chick because I will panic and crash. That I ain't gonna lie.
No answer, never drive with me. Panic will kill you. Don't ever panic. It's tough to do, but you have to stay calm in the storm.
I tried not to, but then sometimes even the 18-wheelers, they'll be driving in front of you, and then you go, okay, let me just go ahead and pass on the side, and all of a sudden you see them coming like this, and you try to blow your horn, and it's like,
Nah. But that's why defensively you have to drive defensively. You really kind of you expect the worst, hope for the best. So when you get through it, you're like, okay, I was prepared. But when that joint blew, it was out of nowhere. So everybody was like, it was crazy. But I got my skills on.
We're glad all is well. Glad you got skills, honey, because at our age, we start doing some interesting things in life, like slowing down, stopping, holding brakes. He's like, I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna be that old man. Everybody's gonna get out of the way of. Oh shit! Here comes Papa.
And that's right. Okay, so moving right along, and this happened in Kentucky. A Kentucky teacher got suspended after allowing students to wear KKK costumes as extra credit. The videos of the student also circulated on social media and sparked outrage among students and parents over the weekend. Pulaski County School District Superintendent Patrick Richardson said officials learned about the incident on Monday and immediately suspended the teacher, in addition to reporting the assignment to the State Education Professional Standards Board. Now, let me ask you a question, because when it comes to teachers, do they not supposed to kind of like forward their curriculum somewhere so somebody can like approve what the hell they're about to do when they do?
But the problem is it still has to be state approved. I have a lot of teachers in my family, so I've asked these questions. It's not like it used to be. You can't design your own curriculum anymore without it being scrutinized. So you can't, don't get me wrong, teachers kind of like this when they go around it, but technically it has to be approved by the state board and the head of the school and all of that. You can't just come in and say, we're teaching this. And stuff like that, they did that shit without anybody's knowledge, but it's Kentucky, so not really. Not really. Yeah, that place. Certain places.
She told the student they was allowed to dress like Nathan Bedford Forrest, the first Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan from 1867 to 1869. I mean, just like, what the hell? You know what? These teachers are off the chain.
No, you put stupid people in the position you want them in.
Right. Moving right along. And here we got dumbass, Mr. Michigan man. It had to happen in Michigan. Michigan man arrested for allegedly grooming, raping, and infecting a teenage boy with HIV.
Wow.
So the victim found out that he had contracted HIV, according to the New York Post. A 55-year-old John Deshaun Cole is no stranger to sex offenders. He has previously served time behind bars for infecting other people he shared sexual encounters with. But his most recent incident was this teenage boy was the most disturbing of them all. Now, when you do shit like this and you put these people back in society, see, this is the problem that we face, because because now they're out here messing with little boys. How he got out?
Attempted murder right there.
Yes, he shouldn't have gotten out the first time.
Right. I'm trying to understand how the hell. Well, first of all, none of them is any better or worse than the other. This is just like the icing on the cake. But I'm trying to understand, like what you said, how does this guy infect other people? A, how is he still alive? And B, how is he on the street?
Exactly.
But, you know,
it said he allegedly had.
And see, how is he not getting attempted murder charge?
That's what he should have gotten the first time, but that's why he should have never been out.
Right. That should be attempted. Yeah, even the first time you might be able to call it, attempted. After that, that's just premeditated. You know you're infected, and any subsequent person, it should be an automatic. Look at this dude. But see, you know what you do? You cut his ears off, and then you strap him to the bed. You beat his ass with a sock with some soap in it. Y'all seen Full Metal Jacket? I'm all about it. I'm here for it. And then you bob at that motherfucker.
Okay, well, let's keep it going. Let's have some fun here because this little chick, she tried some shit. So a Massachusetts clerk, she is indicted after trying to cash a $3 million lottery ticket left behind by a store clerk. Now, that's some shit right there. So the shocking incident took place in a liquor store in Lakeville, Massachusetts, where 23-year-old clerk named Carly Nunes took a winning Mega Million lottery ticket worth $3 million, which was left behind by a customer. According to reports, the customer had purchased several lottery tickets back in January and left them along with the winning ticket at the store after buying a bag of chips. Nunes allegedly scanned the ticket and discovered that the winning numbers matched those on the lottery card purchased by the customer. However, instead of returning it to the rightful owner, she decided to keep it before taking a trip to Massachusetts lottery headquarters 2 days later. How did she think that was not going to be tracked?
Yeah, that's a tough one. You can't. I understand the temptation, but you can't. Yeah, it's tracked. You just said it. That's how they find people.
Right.
And you the clerk, like you sold it. Technically, she's already disqualified with her dumb ass.
Of course. She just didn't freaking know it.
She got excited at the potential, and now you ain't doing jail time.
Right.
So.
Okay, so on some other news, I am kind of like getting a little tired of all these little folks screaming what had done happened was up 10 years ago. So Matilda star Mara Wilson recalls witnessing sexual harassment on the set at 7 years old. So during an interview with The Guardian, she discussed her parents and her experience as a child star and said that she witnessed sexual harassment on the set as a child, and a journalist asked her which actor she found the sexiest when she was 7 years old. See, that's how the bullshit starts.
Yeah,
Wilson also recalled when she Googled herself when she was 12 years old and saw her face pasted on the bodies of porn actresses on various pornographic websites. Fans also sent the former child actress explicit letters and posted other content online. So she actually Googled some shit at 13 years old and found herself out there already exposed. Somebody done took her picture and just did all types of things with her.
It happens all the time.
For grown up to be in a set talking about who do you think is the sexiest?
But that just goes to show how deeply that pedophilia wormhole goes. I mean, it's trashy. So it seems to me like this young lady, or not young lady anymore, is probably kind of out of the industry, because normally when people start to spill the beans, they're kind of done. They're not worried about getting back into the movies or TV, so they can tell shit now. So it must be tough, like holding that in for a lot of years. It's gotta be.
Yes, of course. I mean, shit. I mean, my story. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to wait forever because I think I would have been a statistic had some shit went down back then.
Imagine, so you're right. So imagine everybody knew you and your life was an open book back then. Everybody thought they knew you because they saw you every Saturday or whatever. They feel like they know you.
Right.
You can't talk about that. It's got.
And then 10 years later, you're like, oh, well, this happened, and they're like, what? Who? When? What? Right. And the island's so damn small, everybody want to kill everybody. But anyway, we'll leave that shit alone while I'm drinking my little water. And guys, does anybody have any 411s to add to my 411s? Because I'm good with my 411s.
It's gotta be tough. You got any 413-927, girl?
Anybody? Somebody?
Yeah. So look. I saw this a week or two ago, but I just want to throw it out there. So people look, you go start hearing, and this is kind of entertainment type thing. So Missy Elliott, who I love, who's talented, who's a bad girl, but she got inducted. She was the first woman in hip hop to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I find that completely and horribly wrong. I think that's terrible. And I mean, I know people don't want to tread on toes because it is Missy, but if you want to talk about female MCs, come on, the list goes on and on forever. So how you not going to have Light? How you not going to have Salt and Pepper? How you not going to have Queen Latifah? Are you crazy?
I think they just want to give something to her.
Right. I agree with that.
They just want to give something to her. That's all that is.
Understood, but but this is how we know. This
Even
is
though
like
that's not it, though. That's not the one to give to her,
No, that's the big one. You induct her into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame before the rest of these people who she wouldn't even be around without. And I'm not shitting on her because it wasn't her choice. But at the same time, that just goes to show. Sometimes they're like, "Oh, we got to throw them a bone. Let's do this."
Right.
And I don't think it was a lot of thought involved, so I wasn't exactly happy about that. But it is what it is on that. I was just like, I don't know. This will kind of get into what we're going to talk about later on. I don't know if you guys know who this. I hate even giving her airtime, but Ebony K. Williams is a sister who has a platform, and she's very opinionated. She talks about she's definitely a modern woman and this, that, and third. But a lot of people have been kind of coming for her head because she kind of pushes the college agenda, pushes the whole I won't date or be with the if you look it up, there's a whole bus driver comment that she made. She was talking to Yana Van Zant and some other people, and I mean Charlamagne, Corey Holcomb, everybody is coming towards this chick. But given an opportunity, I want you guys to kind of look at some of her content and let me know what you think. It kind of plays into our topic tonight, but she's been popping up every which way, and I think she's very, very misguided. I kind of think she's a twit, to be honest.
Give me her name again.
Ebony K. Williams.
Okay.
Let's spell with an I, but I think she's kind of a twit, but it's one of those. I think she does it for likes, and I think shock value. I'm not saying it's not her life, but she really she thinks she's kind of helping out her people, but she's really being more offensive than anything. So I was just noticing she's been popping up a lot. So we'll see what you guys think when you kind of start looking at her stuff.
Well, these days, a lot of people do a lot of things and say a lot of things just for likes and subscribers and followers. I mean, it's a whole new ball game now, and it's sad because, that's what it's all about. How many likes can I get? How many views can I get? How many followers can I get? It's just, that's what it is now.
Yeah, agreed. And even if it's hard, I mean, anything. Look, words can be damaging, but there's no such thing as bad publicity. I say that all the time. No such thing. It's like, you know what? If you're watching me, whether you love me or hate me, publicity. I'm getting my FaceTime. So
it seems like the more toxic a person is, the more publicity they get, and the more attention they get. And it's all about attention. Everybody now wants to be famous. They don't have a goal in mind as far as what to do once you become famous. They just want to be famous.
Right.
But a lot of people, they may wish that, they may want that, and they may strive for that. But once it happens, because there's a lot that comes along with that they're not prepared for.
Yeah. No,
and that's when, and then they start to, they'll get on camera and cry and try to get sympathy, like, I wasn't prepared for this, be careful what you wish for, I'm just done. It's like, yeah, it's just, it's annoying and it gets old after a while.
Yeah. Everybody's doing something. Oh my God. So Britney Spears
is out of her mind. Go ahead.
That's my little chick though. Look. I don't care what nobody say. I absolutely love her because she ain't let none of this shit really mess her up. That chick was still doing her little videos, still doing her thing, and now she's got this documentary thing on Hulu. So who put that out? Did her dad do that? Did somebody do that against her will? Because
I think she collabed, but I also think they also put the kibosh temporarily on her book because see, that's what everybody does. Everybody does the whole tell-all book, but the thing is, you have to you got to be done with the limelight because you're about to damage a lot of people. You're about to tell some shit that you shouldn't. And B,
Yes.
just be careful because the last 3 or 4 people who were getting ready to write tell-alls didn't live to write the tell-alls. So she needs to be careful. And I think her sons actually said they wanted to go live with their dad in Hawaii. Hey, Kevin, hey, Federline, that's a verb. I Federline, you bitch, don't play. Take all your money. So I think
but Kevin has full custody of their kids anyway. She gets visitation rights, but he has full custody. He's had them since they were.
Well, I think they're older now, so I think they're like 17-ish and older. So it's really not a matter of that. But they were kind of like, yeah, we want to go back and live with him again because
they're over her. They really are.
But you know how
like mom off the chain.
The mother you have to be for your kids to go. Yeah, I'm cool on you. I'm gonna go stay with my old man. You know how bad of a mom you have to be for that shit. Like she's crazy as cat shit. So you know. It's
well, she doesn't know how to be a mom.
No, you're right. She
doesn't. She doesn't. She still want to be a stripper.
Listen, whatever.
She feels like, when she was under that conservatorship, she felt like basically a slave. And she felt like she didn't have a youth. She didn't have a child.
Trey said I'm famous.
She felt like she didn't have a childhood, so she's trying to recapture her youth by doing some really crazy shit.
Yeah. I mean, technically, I guess she didn't. A lot of them, once you become, you're literally a working entertainer, and it doesn't matter if you're 12, 16, whatever. Yeah, you do. You kind of forfeit your youth, but that's kind of the downside compared to the upside of celebrity. It's like there's always a sacrifice in some fashion, whether it be money, fame, prestige, but your life is an open book. It's not yours. And lo and behold, before you know it, you're an adult and you look back and go, what the hell happened to me? Because you missed a lot of lessons. Things were done out of order. Can you imagine being 16 and all of a sudden you're the head of household, breadwinner for your family, like more or less, you're the CEO and you're a kid.
Right.
That's kind of how it went. And then you got all people in your corner talking about you should do this, you should do that. Like, it's a whole mess. It's a whole mess. I mean, you want to feel bad for her because you're like, man, she's bonkers. But, I feel it happens, though.
It does. I mean, and I don't know how, I can't even imagine how that could have been. But, I mean, to some extent, I'm pretty sure that her father was really on some protective shit, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me protect my child. Like, don't let me allow her to lose herself. But then, of course, the media's going to make everything go crazy. But I don't know how supportive or not he was.
Listen, greedy is greedy. He gave a shit about keep going and making that money, have a nervous breakdown and get your ass back on stage. He wasn't thinking about her well-being because he would have never let her. He would have never let her enter into that to begin with. I'm sorry. There's no way, at that age I would have. I mean, my kids, anything that they did on film was right next to me. You could. I wish somebody would have said, "Hey, sir, can you sit out here? We're going to go back here." Okay, let's see how that goes for you. There ain't no way I'm going to take my eye off my young child with all these adults trying to film them and shit like that. Man, listen.
Exactly.
But when you're desperate and you really want to get out and all that, that's what they do. They literally just sell their children into slavery.
Right. Right.
Michael Jackson happened to Mike. It happened to so many young,
Of course.
People.
Of course.
Don't get us talking about Usher and Aaliyah and all of them, man. I mean, you don't want their life. You don't want to go through it. I promise you. You think you do, but nah, no way. So go Brittany.
Anywho, what else is new? CB, bring it. You're up there.
Huh?
What you got going on?
Shit.
About what?
She is so lost in the sauce over there in her own little world, doing her own little do. Trey, I know. Trey said he famous. He is.
All right. Trey's a celebutant.
Yes.
I was getting my segment ready. That's all. So
you are getting your segment ready. Oh shit! Let's go. I'm for it.
What?
Yeah.
Did she say what?
Boy, you better put her shit on.
Hey,
what the hell?
Her segment's making
Hold
a
on, wait a minute. Right.
Now, let's check out the movies with Crystal C.B. Booker.
All right. Ready, set, and action. So everybody, welcome to CB at the Movies, and we have some really, really, really good films that are still opening, and then some that are already streaming. Dungeons and Dragons is already streaming. It's a good film full of action. If you're familiar with the Dungeons and Dragons franchise, then you won't be disappointed. It was a pretty cool film. Also, for all you horror fans, The Pope's Exorcist, starring Russell Crowe, is still just now starting to stream. So you can find that also on different streaming platforms. Now, for you horror fans who have been waiting for Evil Dead Rise, don't waste your money. What can I say about this bullshit? It leaves you with so many questions, and there are a lot of things that happened in the film, like the body of the film, that really could have been left out of the film, because the way the film opens, you want to know more about what's going on at the opening. We don't. It just, a lot of it didn't make any damn sense. And I don't want to be the one to be the spoiler of it, but yes, there's going to be a part 3. Because apparently there are 3 books for the Evil Dead. So you have the Evil Dead 1. Now this is the Evil Dead 2. Then you got one more. So hopefully the 3rd one will be it, and it'll be gone, and we don't have to worry about it anymore. Now,
Brian Johnson said it sounds like trash.
Dang. That's how you really feel.
Yeah. It is. Hey, bro. It is. I mean, literally it is. And I'm glad that, I went to the screening of it, because I'd have been mad, spending $10 or $20 on some tickets. I would have really demanded my money back, like, for real. But it was, I gotta say, it was disappointing. It really was. I mean, it just didn't make any sense. And then, I'm not to spoil it, but at the very end, someone comes out of their apartment dressed like they're ready for a garden party, going la la la, and it's like, how the hell did you sleep through all that? Like, seriously, it made
not to spoil it, but that part made no freaking sense. So watch at your own risk. Now, I won't. Starting this weekend, and we have been waiting. Fast X. You will not be disappointed. Now, it is ranked 58% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I was really surprised, because actually the movie's pretty good. And Jason Momoa is a very nice addition, nice eye candy for the franchise. Really nice. So it should be interesting. That's what I'm going to go watch it for.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see.
Right. She could have left that part out.
Right. Well, hey,
that was a memo for the ladies. Okay, that was a memo.
Right. My ladies, I'm telling you, Jason Momoa, yes. Vin Diesel, yes. Oh yes. So yeah, you won't be disappointed. The action is amazing. Oh my God, the stunts are incredible.
Brian, the movie with the most sequels.
And it has a lot of sequels. That is true. And I can assure you, the way this one ends, not to be the spoiler, but there'll be another. So just be ready for that. And Tom Cruise, there is another Mission Impossible that will be opening this year as well. Why? I don't know.
I don't know either, because the mission is impossible.
Same reason it's a bunch of Fast and Furious and shit. People gonna keep going.
Yeah. And with this, and I think a lot of it has to do with because Top Gun did so well because it was nominated for an Oscar. Why I don't know, but it was.
Yes,
I mean, it was.
But everybody was young and sexy. Everybody now old, and you got to watch how you ride that bike.
Well, Tom still does his own stunts, which is insane because when you see the trailer for the new Mission Impossible, you're like, "Oh, this guy's insane."
Yeah, they did that shit slow, and then they just run it fast. It just it's tricks to the skin.
Leave me an asshole.
It's insane. It looks good. It's
right
insane.
that part.
It's going to be.
I like him though. I do like him. I've always liked him. You know what I'm saying? But then you get old. Like every time I see him, he just looks like this stuck picture. You know.
Well, they because he's so little, they created a little mini stage so that he didn't look like he was falling off anything. Everything was cut down in size because he's miniature.
Well,
you are stupid.
It's slated to be
you are stupid.
blockbuster for the summer, as well as there's going to be another one after that. So be prepared. So,
another Top Gun.
Another Mission Impossible after this Mission Impossible.
I didn't watch that.
There's a 2023 Mission Impossible, and there'll also be a 2024 Mission Impossible.
Yes, Bryant, you are so right. Top Gun took forever to come out. Like then, what, 20 years?
It did.
30?
It took a long
time. I think sometimes, first of all, to be a sequel, you have to George. See, George should be smoking and shit. But I can't have a cigar right now, Dick. But I think when it takes that long for a sequel, it's like you lose your desire for it. I mean, it's like same thing with Coming to America. I thought it was trash. I really did. I love Eddie. I love what he did. But 25, 30 years later, that shit was whack. Everybody's 114 years old. You got to throw some shit together. Same thing with Top Gun. It was amazing. I love the original. Love it. But I watched it when I was, 20 or 18, and now I'm 109. I don't give a shit anymore what Maverick is doing. It's too late.
Yeah, but the thing is, with this Top Gun, it also ushers in, new characters where if they wanted to do another Top Gun where Tom just maybe made a cameo or produced it, they could, and it would be,
it's going to make money, and I mean, he's going to do well, but like you look at kind of the original core of people, our generation that watched it and loved it.
Yeah.
We may watch it for nostalgia and all that, but I'll be honest with you, I'm going to watch it, but I wouldn't have gone to the theater for it because it took too long. It was like, shit, I got stuff to do now. Like that whole waiting 2 or 3 decades, it's not that serious. I wouldn't wait on somebody if they went to prison for that long. Look, baby, I love you, but I'm doing put some on the books, but listen, you're doing a 20-piece, I ain't gonna be here.
Oh my gosh.
So shit, a movie? No.
JJ, you said welcome back, George, honey. George on another cruise, okay? So
right, George in
the middle of the ocean somewhere.
Yes, right. He out there in the midst of the abyss.
Hey,
okay?
George is running from the law. He just don't want nobody.
So I'm kind of back.
Port Canaveral? Because I'm like, hey, only people that running from the law have sunglasses at night, and dumb young people in clubs.
He's the only one that would wear sunglasses.
You got to remember, these are prescription opiates.
Oh Lord!
You should have never said that. Now you tell everybody your old ass can't see. You should have just been cool and said you're running from the law. Hey, prescription Oakleys.
Prescription Oakleys that even at night it doesn't get clear; it gets dark. So
no, it's clear. It's clear and dark.
Like white man can't jump past over there.
Hey,
that's true. That is true. Because isn't there another white man can't jump?
It's coming out. It's coming
with
out.
Jack Harlow and somebody.
Yeah, it's coming out. I think. I think it is. Yeah. Again, I think don't want to see.
It's just some things that you just can't remake and keep continuing. Like White Chicks.
Oh God.
Don't do that.
They said it was a rumor. They said it was a rumor though, but still, that was a bad rumor. I couldn't see that.
Oh, for
but
real?
The thing is, with the writers being on strike too, that really kind of messes up like what's going to come out and what's not going to come out.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, when AI writes something, it's trash because you can't substitute for human ingenuity. You just can't.
Yeah. Creativity and emotion and all that. Yeah.
You can't.
I agree with that. You can't.
Yeah.
Some stuff they can't do. So, there's that.
So without the writers, they're just going to remake everything that's already been made and just keep it going.
And that's terrible because that does a lot for the creatives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It does.
It does.
It does.
Some things you can't replace, man. You just shouldn't. I mean, look, get a robot to flip a burger, but not write a script down.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And the thing is,
or satisfy somebody in the bed.
Yeah.
You just got to have a human hand help use it. That's all. You got two hands. See,
we need some original. We need some original materials. They need something original to put out, and they just keep remaking stuff that's already been done, which makes no sense.
Right.
Or House Party is another one.
Right. Hey, Brian's on fire tonight. You ain't speaking the truth. You telling the truth.
That's right.
How dare y'all try to redo Kid Playing Capture what we had back then? It'll never happen.
No, you can't. You just can't.
You can't.
There's certain things you can't do, man.
I'm offended every time they try. I'm offended. Mm-hmm.
Right.
The only way you can do that is if they had kids. I mean, and then it's like,
Now, for the most controversial movie of the year, it starts next week, The Little Mermaid, and everyone. Please support this film. It is phenomenal. Hailey Bailey does an amazing job as Ariel. Her voice is just amazing. There's no other way to put it. It's just amazing. And the amount of hate that she's receiving
already.
Just it's hard.
She's like a little Beyonce protege,
Her and her sister, they're both on Beyonce's.
Yeah, so you know what it is. It's a bunch of hateful stuff, but still, they're gonna thrive.
It's because they couldn't find, they didn't let Christina Aguilera do it back in the day. Adele is old and not cute enough, and she can blow, so they don't have it. Ain't someone representative to them.
Right,
get Ariana Grande to do it with her, appropriating ass. So
these people are losing their mind. Because they feel like, that when you think of Ariel, they think of the one that's in Disney, which
the little redhead, who played the Snarflap. I get you.
Whatever.
Don't be like that. Don't be.
I'm just saying, stop. It's just it's her time, and it's okay.
It's just a different day.
She's black. She's beautiful. She's talented. Look, there's space for everybody.
But we live in an era where it's not. It is, but it's not. It's not accepted.
Yeah. Well, shit, they ain't got a choice.
Got to roll. The movie's made. It's coming out. I'm definitely going to support it. Yep. Being a critic, I can go to the screening of it, but I'm actually going to spend money to go see it and, contribute because it's deserving. Just like with the Black Panther, I paid money to go see that even after seeing the screening because I saw it multiple times because that was just so good. Yeah. So just, Black films of color. Another film that is also coming is the Blue Beetle, which is another superhero. In fact, he's one of the Teen Titans in the DC universe.
Wait a minute. That's like a pest control company in KC. What are we talking about here? It really is. It really is.
Yeah, he's Hispanic. So he's a Hispanic hero. So the Latinos and Latinas, hey, you guys in the DC universe. It's gonna be, amazing. I don't know if it's Marvel or DC because I get those mixed up.
But everyone has you for that, boy.
Is Spider-Man DC or Marvel?
But listen, let me ask my kid. The comic book nerd world will come for you, boy, if you get that wrong. That's Crimson Blood.
Or is Batman DC or Marvel?
Batman is DC. Batman is DC.
Trey said he's the Black Batman.
Okay, so Batman is DC, then it's DC. It's DC then.
Oh Lord.
So the DC universe, whatever Avengers was, I think that was DC.
Trey is something absolutely wrong with you.
Huh?
Yeah. Trey said he got.
I said, Trey, it's absolutely something wrong with you.
That's gonna be the new group, Black Man and Ruben. He's psycho.
But those are the films to look for. Those are the films to definitely support. Most definitely. Fast X. Go see it Friday, everybody. And some theaters are showing it on Thursday, so you can see it early and miss the Friday rush, because everybody and their mom is going to want to see that one. Like, seriously. And speaking of moms, happy belated Mother's Day to all the moms from us. We meant to open the show with that, and I just thought about it. So happy late Mother's Day and happy early Father's Day. Anyway.
Okay, so question. I got one before you finish your segment. Has anybody here seen The Mother with Jennifer Lopez?
No.
I'm gonna tell you guys something. I'm gonna tell you guys something, right? Because I'm not, I'm a little fan of hers, but I'm not a big fan of hers, right? But she can act her ass off, okay? And she really, really honestly did that in this movie. Like, I was from the get-go, from out the gate, the movie it just held me all the way till the end. And and she don't move me like that. But it was really, really, really a good movie. It's on Netflix.
She is talented. She's talented. I've just heard so many things about how big of a twat she is. So I just don't like her personally, but she's a good looking woman. She's very, very good looking. Even into her 50s, she's still fine. I'll watch her on mute. I look at her on mute all day long. It's just I think about the stuff that she does. Look. Have you ever seen a man she's been with smile? Affleck, A-Rod, Mark Anthony. Every one of them sons of bitches have wrinkles because they found so much when they were with her. She's almost a Kardashian, dude. Why would you be with that chick? I don't get it. Like, I mean, you hit and then you leave. You leave a note and go, hey, I'm gonna call you later. But you don't marry this raggedy mother. Anyway.
Tell us how you really feel.
From a personal
the mother to
I know. She's talented, but she's just
Well, she did it in this movie, and the little chick that they had as her daughter did really well too. It was just a really nicely put together film. Like everything, like from where they were to just everything was nice. I was like, you know what? I need to find out what production that is, because that's like the kind of production you want to reach out when you got money and you want to do something real big.
They're awesome. They are coming out with Beetlejuice too. Now I know y'all gonna talk bad to me.
No,
I just got to talking shit about sequels that waited this long, but I'm going to go see it because I love Michael Keaton. I love
I do. I like him too.
And I like little Jenny Ortega. I like that little chick. She's talented, man. She did so well in Wednesday. I didn't even know who the hell she was. And I started watching Wednesday, and I'm like, yo, she's dope. And I mean, she's only 20. She's only 20, but she's a seasoned veteran. She's really, she's good, man. She's real good. And she's getting some flack too for kind of being a prima donna and being kind of Lopez-esque on set. But she is one hell of an actor. So I am going to go check out Beetlejuice 30 years late too. So yes, I'm the only hypocrite in this relationship, damn it. I just need y'all to know that.
Okay, so let me ask you guys a question. What movie would you all agree on to say, okay, this is a movie that was done eons ago that I would love to see again or come back? Anything that comes to mind?
I mean, if they come out, cool, but remakes they don't go well. They don't go well.
Yeah, not so far back.
I can name a whole lot more they shouldn't have fucking touched than the one I'm like, okay, I'll most of them they shouldn't have touched. Just don't touch it. So,
yes.
I'm going to go see Beetlejuice 2, so there, because Michael Keaton's a bomb. So there.
Yeah, I love Michael Keaton. I like the first one, so this next one's going to be hilarious, I'm sure. So yeah, I definitely want to see that.
So from where we've gone from like from the COVID times and shutting down theaters and all that stuff, you guys feel good about going back into the theaters?
I don't want to do much anyway.
I'm cautious. When I walk into a movie theater, the first thing I do is scan for where the exits are. And when I'm picking out a seat, I always make sure that I'm close to the exit, because if something jumps off, I want to be the first one out of there. I'm gone.
Or not. You just lay down. If the person is downwards shooting everything in sight, he ain't gonna really be coming looking for with the rows and who's still moving.
Well,
just lay down and play dead.
You never know. Some of these people are not, some of them, anyone who does it is out of their mind. But I mean, more and more, and it's crazy to say, but it's something that is a possibility.
Yeah.
You know, and with the world we live in now, everybody's packing, especially
and ain't nobody checking no bags at the doors at the theaters.
Not at all.
They're not.
If you're scared to go to church.
You're not safe there either. Do you not remember Dylan Roof?
That's why I don't go
into the church and shot everybody. You're not safe in church.
No,
definitely. Hey, you ain't safe no way.
The Asian churches that got shot up, like.
Hey, listen, they either shoot up the church, or the preacher's trying to diddle you and do you in the back room, so you ain't safe no way.
Oh my God!
Can't even go
like
to
these candles, because
people's funerals get shot up. So there is no safe haven anymore. It's really not. You take your chances when you step outside your door. And sometimes you take your chances inside your door if people are shooting outside, because bullets have no eyes. They don't discriminate. If you get hit, you get hit.
Right.
You know?
I mean, look, I don't go to movies very often, but I do two things. One, I don't go on opening day or opening weekend because I'm not a sheep. And two, I've been going to movie strapped since I was a teenager. So, whatever. Whatever happens, happens.
Well, about me, I have a taser. And I'm definitely going to be taking.
First of all, don't you ever say that shit again.
She's so cute.
Listen, what you gonna do with a motherfucker with an AR-15? Won't you come near me with that? Get your ignorant ass down, eat your popcorn, and hope you don't get killed. I got a taser. Does that son of a bitch shoot 50 feet per second? Oh, fucking take. You know what? All right, y'all.
Oh. Time out for your ass. Okay. Oh my God!
Hey, leave it to Crystal to bring a stick to a gunfight.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, everybody's shooting.
Hey, it works.
It's okay. You will not get charged for murder. Okay, you will not be the one. What kind of gun did she have? No, she had a taser.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. You know what? Thank you. You know what? It's been a couple of weeks since I've had that. Here we are. I appreciate it. You know what? How about you let somebody hold him down and then you tase him? Just tase him right in the ding ding. Because what your ass ain't gonna do is get up while he's shooting a an assault rifle and go over there with a taser going to do. You want me to do this? Don't make me get up. Sit your ass down somewhere.
Oh, sis.
Well,
this is okay. I don't even know. Honey, it's okay. I'm gonna have to probably go get a taser too and join you in the taser world. Okay, we're gonna say some shit.
Well,
she gonna tape the button down and throw it at him.
And hope it catches him right here.
Hey.
Well, in honor of Mother's Day, here are a couple of classics that you might want to revisit. Imitation of Life with Lana Turner and Juanita Moore. It is about the relationships between mothers and daughters. Lana Turner, of course, is the white mother, and Juanita Moore is the Black mother. And it just shows, the differences in raising their daughters and how, no matter, what color you are, your station, being a parent is not easy. And it just shows, different CV Goodby. What the heck is that?
Okay. See, exactly. Right there. Right there.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Anyway, it just shows
what it is, you don't need it.
So it just shows the differences in their parenting styles and how one's parenting has to be different than the other. And so it's a really good film. I definitely recommend it. It's called Imitation of Life, and it's amazing. John Gavin is also in it. Sandra Dee plays Lana Turner's daughter. Susan Cohen plays Juanita Moore's daughter. And it's just a good film. So if you are looking for a film that is full of drama, but it's also heartfelt and warm, I definitely would recommend Imitation of Life. And then also the 1948 film, I Remember Mama, with Irene Dunne. It's funny. Barbara Bel Geddes is also in the film. Oscar Homolka is also in the film, but it is a good film. It's in black and white. It's a classic, but it's really good. And it's also relationships between mother and daughter and just a mother in general. It's about a Norwegian immigrant who keeps a firm but loving hand on her household. And it's just really good. So in honor of Mother's Day, I would recommend definitely those two films.
Alrighty. Is that it for your world, girl? Is that it for your world?
But to Mommy Dearest.
Mommy Dearest.
That's a classic as well. No with Faye Dunaway. With Faye Dunaway about the wonderful Joan Crawford. I mean, there's no doubt of her talent, but man, girlfriend was batshit crazy. If you see that film, you'll see. But it's also based off of the book by her adopted daughter, Christina Crawford, and her experiences being the daughter of Joan Crawford. Which,
get ass beat.
Yeah, I mean,
beat him.
Yeah, it was bad. She went through hell, but it is a good film. It's a long film. It's over 2 hours long, so keep that in mind. But it's definitely a good film and definitely worth watching. But I would recommend the other two because they're heartfelt, they're warm, they're good films. But Mommy Dearest is also good too, and it's about Joan Crawford's daughter, Christina Crawford, and what she went through. So, and her book is really good and very telling and very graphic. So for those of you who love to read books, then that's definitely one to check out for sure. And to recap, Fast X Friday. So definitely check that out. And there will be showings again. As I said previously, that there will be showings tomorrow. So if you want to get the early jump on it and not wait till Friday where everybody and their mom will be out, then definitely I would recommend seeing it on Thursday. But it's a good film. It doesn't disappoint. It definitely doesn't disappoint. There's some things in it that don't make fucking sense. And they leave you wondering, how the hell did that happen? But, other than that, it's a good film. It's entertaining. It'll hold your attention. The stunts are amazing. Yeah. And then Little Mermaid next week. So I'll see you guys back at the movies next week.
All right.
With Baby Bill.
Look, so why George over there walking around like Snoop?
Gotta do it yourself.
I know you got it already, George. You look
pay
like
him, George. Pay him, George. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh shit.
Yeah, realize how he over there shining with his damn shirt on, like, yeah. Okay,
we'll be back after these messages.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's me, CB. Join us every Wednesday for your Midweek Motivator, offering you conversation, motivation, music, laughter, and a whole lot of fun. So tune in. Let's talk. Join us as we shake things up and talk things out. CB and the boys. Join us for your Midweek Motivation. See ya. And we're back.
불타오르네. I'ma make you pump like that. 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 Jump like that.
Hey everybody, let's get together and feel alright with CB and the Boys Radio Radio Show. Join us every Wednesday for your Midweek Motivator, offering you music, conversation, motivation, laughter, and a whole lot of fun. One love. And we are back, I think.
We back, Kenny.
All right. Tonight's topic, let's get into it, is if one partner out earns the other one, is that a deal breaker? Yay or nay?
This has got a whole lot of caveats.
yes. The relationship.
You said it. We said it. I said
one
it.
partner begins to out earn the other. Okay, so you together, and you come in, and everything is good, and all of a sudden, the female starts making more money than the male. Let's just put it that way, because it's the other way around. That's more comfortable. My man's making money. Shit, I'm chill. I'm good. We got this. But as soon as a woman starts making more money, then it becomes something different. Yeah or nay?
Right. So tell me about it. What your thought is. Now, I know we got some more or less traditional and they feel.
Sometimes it starts out that way.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. It can.
Yeah.
It can, but it should not bring no animosity and craziness, though. Like, at the end of the day, you're a couple together. Like, okay, yeah, you might not put all the money into one kitty. You know what I'm saying? Or you might have to be like, well, baby, I can't get this. Can you get it for me, please? But what happened was, but I'm just saying, like, it shouldn't be a problem. Why would it be? Why should it? Why does it? Why does it become a problem?
Oh boy.
Unless somebody has habits or some shit, somebody has a gambling habit, or somebody has a drinking habit, or I don't know.
So y'all don't think you don't think that your taste and requirements change based on your income level or your tax bracket? You don't think people have a tendency to order from the menu they can afford? Oh, that was deep. Oh, shit, that was cold. Anyway.
That was really deep. The kind of shit that make you want to think. You almost have to make it a 2-part question and just ask one question at a time. Because
I'll be killing it.
I was ready to respond, and then you threw that hook. I was like,
so, but you feel me, and you said it best earlier. Because let's just throw it out there. We're really talking about if all of a sudden the woman flip flops and starts out earning the man. Because, like Mimi said, traditionally it's the other way around. Ain't nobody got a damn problem with that. So. But we have to keep it open because, like George said,
there are some men that like to be kept men, and they're comfortable letting the woman take care of them. It's called gigolo. It's called being a kept man.
I'm gonna get to that in a minute too.
No, it's called accepting being with a bitch, because then now, Anyway, let's go ahead.
Listen, speak, baby, speak your mind, speak your.
Warning, the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
I was going for it.
I'm just saying, if a man is out there deliberately looking for women that are gonna keep them, then that's some other level bitch shit.
But it happens. It happens a lot.
But women do that too. But you see, then they can't even bitch about a man taken from them and this and that, because they allowed it to begin with. Right. They knew what he was coming in with to snatch your purse, and they allowed it.
Right. JJ said mine didn't. When I started making just as much, if not a little more than my honey, I still wanted and needed him to take my check and take care of our homes and lives.
Honey, JJ, a different breed, honey. Yay.
So I think as a rule, so here the deal is, obviously, traditionally, especially in this country, the man is expected to be the breadwinner. As long as it's going like that, things seem to be in order, just based on the hierarchy.
Right.
When that flips, and look, there are a lot of factors. I'm not just going to point my finger at one thing. There are a lot of factors that contribute to this kind of modern day mindset. So what you see all the time now, all of these different red and blue and purple pill shows, and you listen to people, the problem is women are making a lot more money these days. Women do have education, blah, blah, blah. That's why I told you guys, look up Ebony Wynn. As much as I hate to give her any kind of traffic, look her up, tell me what you think. But the issue is, there's a phrase, I didn't create it. I wish I made it up because I love it, but it's the truth. It says, men make money and work their best to uplift the people that they love. Women make money and try to prove they don't need a man. And that's true so often, especially in this country. And the problem is, it's a fucking lie. It's a farce. But you can't convince someone of that until it's too late and it's down the road. Like, we all need each other for some things, but let's just be real about it. There's certain things that we're never going to be equal on. So when I say that, yeah, it may be a little upsetting to people, but the truth is what the truth is. You don't. I mean, from an intellectual standpoint, something totally different. From a physical standpoint, we know that there's a huge imbalance, and so you look at that, and then so when women are making a certain amount, their expectations go up. Then they turn and look at the individual that they've been with all this time and go, hey, what are you doing? Because maybe she upgraded or did whatever. It happens. It happens all the time. If all of a sudden she was making 20,000, 25K, and then somehow along the way you guys did whatever, she built up. Now she's making 75K, 100K. She'll look at the man and go, what you doing? Because he's still making 40 or 50, which has been fine.
And that's not, and I'm going to tell you something, that's not even fair to him.
It's not.
It's not. Yeah.
But it happens over and over again because now, so listen, have you ever heard somebody say, we're not together anymore? Why? We just didn't mesh, or we were too different, or I outgrew him. All this bullshit. You know what all those excuses are? It means he didn't make enough for me anymore. That's what it means.
Right. That's wrong. That's wrong.
I disagree with that. But I said it says it can be an issue if y'all let it. But like Mimi is saying right now, it's supposed to be one mission to build together, but the goal is to provide for her. But women are breaking the bank.
Yeah. So okay. So what were you gonna say, CB? I'll comment. But what were you gonna say about the difference in that?
I mean, I think that you can outgrow someone. Like if they're not giving you what you need, whether it be, mentally, morally, or financially.
How long does it take to know that? And okay, so let's listen. I said it, every one of us, which means there's no outgrowing. You already know. So, exactly.
You know, when you meet somebody, what you're walking into. It's up to you to decide if you're going to stay and put up with it.
Exactly.
If you decide that you're going to stay, then you can't bitch and moan about it.
Thank you.
When it is what it is.
Right.
And seen. Thank you. So you technically don't outgrow someone. They just stop meeting your requirements. You don't fucking outgrow someone. You outgrow your pants when you get too big or you grow too tall. You don't outgrow a person that you claim that you're going to love.
Right.
Because you know them, and you just said it. It takes you 5 minutes because you know you. So when you hear people, and it's usually the woman. We've talked about this before. Do you guys realize that 80 to 85% of relationships are ended by women? Ended. That means divorce or relationship, long term, whatever. It's not. We don't end it. Men usually don't walk away. For better or for worse, we don't usually walk away. Doesn't mean we're perfect. It means we don't walk away. It means a woman tends to go, I don't want to do this anymore. I think there's better. I want to upgrade, and the woman ends it. It's a statistic. It's a known fact. So when it comes to this, again, if all of a sudden she starts banking, so okay, the goal is to provide for the household, not just her. What about providing for him too? It's supposed to be mutual. Yeah, and you know what? I agree with that 100%.
Right.
If an if was a split, we'd be all fucked up. It doesn't work that way. It's not fair. We are expected to protect and provide. And the problem is, when was the last time that you heard a woman go, shit, we talk about it, but you get what I'm saying. We are supposed to literally be willing to offer and sacrifice our lives to protect you. This is why some people think it's not even good to have female friends, because our cost is greater. You can be like, oh, that's my boy, that's my bro, blah, 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 but you don't have to offer anything except, oh, I'm going to talk to you, I love you. I still have to literally, if I don't protect you or provide when I'm there and something happens, I'm never going to get respected as a man again. See, that double standard it carries a heavy burden. And so when it comes down to being with someone, if all of a sudden, look, you have an apartment, she's like, oh, the apartment's cool, it's getting too big. You start a family. Then she wants a duplex. Then you get a duplex. The duplex is too small. And then she wants a house. You see, it's an incremental rise. And guess who's got to meet that demand? Fucking being in a relationship is like having to live in this country with inflation every year. There's going to be something you're going to want. And then the minute we go, I really can't do that, you're less of a man. See, you never less of a woman because you're born with your value. I'm not. I have to earn mine, which is why we have a tendency to be angrier, but we earn our arrogance. It's just true. And so, unfortunately, now that ladies, and listen, kudos to y'all. You guys are, black women love talking about, oh, we're the most educated and we're on the highest rise for this and the country. This is true. But you also have to recognize the setup. They're trying to break apart the family unit, especially when people. And the bad part about it is we're falling for it. So when you get these,
of course.
But when you get these dingbats on here talking about, do you understand when people interview these young folks, they think that it's okay to think that your man needs to make $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year. Do you know how many fucking men in this country make over $100,000 a year? Less than 5%. Seriously, in the whole country. Here's the thing: I can legitimately say I know and am friends with 2 black millionaires, 2, and both of them are younger than I am. I talk to them regularly. That doesn't happen very often. And so when you sit there and say, I'm gonna wait around for a man who makes this and that. First of all, if you don't know how to do it, why should your man do it? And if you are fortunate enough to do it, why wouldn't you, instead of beating your man down, why wouldn't you try to help him? You're supposed to be okay, let's go biblical. Y'all, listen, all my religious-fied holy hypocrites out there, y'all want to go biblical? You're supposed to be a man's helpmate, right? If you're going to be your man's helpmate and his rib and all that bullshit, why would you beat your man down verbally, emotionally, and vocally instead of helping him to achieve whatever goal? Because it's not your decision what I do. If I enjoy being a high school soccer coach, if I enjoy being a plumber or an electrician, you have to embrace that in me.
That's right.
That's what. Remember, that was helping pay your car note when you had a fucking Toyota Tercel. But now that you want to drive a Bentley, you mad at me because I don't make 6 figures.
Right. It's so unfair. Yeah.
Super unfair.
Yeah.
It's a breakdown. So, and look, as a man. We believe it or not, and this is no offense for once. Well, thank you, sweetie. For once, this is no offense. But men, we literally, once we have everything, guess what we do? We look to reach down and lift up. How often do you guys date down? Now, again, we are all blue collar. We're all in the same age demographic. We have an understanding. But if you do an interview and ask these young people and all that, some have the ability to say, okay, you know what? I'll work with him for a while, but it's not very long. There's a limit to your patience.
Of course.
So, that's the thing. Chris Rock said it not too long ago. He said the only things that are loved unconditionally are women, children, and dogs. He said a man is loved on the condition he provides something, and it's fucking true. So the sad part about this country right now is, guess what? We're getting killed. We're getting smoked because everybody thinks they deserve a 1% guy or 2% guy, and they don't. But you're out here judging blue collar, go to work, get dirty guys like us. And believe it or not, you don't even understand. Like when me and G talk about it, we understand what we're doing, and you guys do too, because every one of us has our own, we have an entrepreneurial venture, and people on this show do as well. But you don't understand. If I come home dirty with shit in my hair and all that kind of thing, you have a lot of times we'll go to work for 4 hours and we'll make more than somebody's going to make in 4 days. It may not be every single day of the week, but that's how we operate. But we get looked at crazy all the time. When I'm getting gas, I get looked at like I'm shit because I'm dirty and I'm wearing this. When I dress up, you have no idea. In a haircut, you can't tell me shit when I got a haircut.
You know that.
You don't know who I am.
Right.
You walk out.
It is absolutely terrible. I understand exactly what you're saying, Roger. It's so unfair, and it's yeah.
It is. But so my question is, how do you? So you guys, y'all are ladies. You've been ladies longer than I. how do you how do you break that curse and talk to people? I mean, I know you guys have young daughters, I do too. But how do you break this cycle of the internet telling young people that he's got to be this, he's got to have that, and that you are worthy and you deserve it? Why does every fucking woman think she deserves a 7-figure nigga? Why does every woman think she deserves the 3 6s, 6 feet tall, 6 figures, and 6 or more inches? Why the fuck does every woman deserve that? Why does they think that?
I don't even think that way.
Because we're worth it. That's why.
Yeah, but I don't even think like that.
To me. And that's all that counts.
No, it's not. Okay. If you making 6 figures and you don't care, it doesn't count. But if you say that you want someone who has to have this list filled, again, this goes back to the talk we had a long time ago about the table and all that bullshit.
Yeah, but the only thing I ask is that they're taller than me.
No. You want them to be taller. You want them to be able to lift you, because that is a big thing.
Yes, that's important.
That's important. What else?
Yeah.
And it's your way or the highway. That's it. That's 3 things. All bad.
It's not my way or the highway.
Crystal, it is your way or the highway. Don't even give me that poker face.
Hey.
Right.
Unless they have those 2 things, then they won't get a chance anyway.
If they're not
so it don't matter.
Listen. Fuck that. No. Hey, listen. Buy a dog. You know what? Look, I got.
Look, JJ answered a question though. Do you have the same thing that you're desiring?
I'm desiring them to be taller than me and lift me. That's it. I don't care about that other stuff. I'm not superficial.
You know what?
I'm not superficial in that way. I don't care about how much you make. If we go out to, if you invite me out to dinner, I expect your ass to pay for it, most definitely, because you've invited me.
Right.
But so if we have to split the check 50-50, let me know ahead of time. So
what's up, guys?
Then I can make my decision from that.
Hey, guess who's here? Listen, I respect that. I respect the fact that you're like, listen, these are my requirements. Because you know what? For real, girl, it's a lot of buff bodybuilders that will come out there and toss your ass up left and right, and you wouldn't know what to do with yourself. And you know what?
If that's damn number, then shit.
Oh shit.
Problem solved.
Oh.
Look, but you know what? I fade that. Here's the thing. I think what's heartbreaking is because unfortunately, Instagram, YouTube, OnlyFans, all of this has given people the ability to make a lot of money really quickly. And I'm not mad about that. I promise you I'm not mad about it. The problem is there's an easy come, easy go to that whole thing. So, you know, what you're doing at 20, 25, it's not really sustainable. So by the time they're in their middle age, they're going to look up and go, what life skills do you have? And furthermore, I don't care what anybody says. Nobody doesn't want to have a complementary partner. I didn't say you had to get married. I didn't say it had to be same or different sex. Nobody wants to not have a complementary partner. It's always more fun with the couple or a group. But at the same time, you can't sit there and say you have to have all this.
Right.
And I'm gonna come over here with. It's like coming to a fucking picnic and bringing your appetite.
Things you can't.
But you know what? That's good. That's cool. That's easy. That can be filled. But I'm just speaking in generalities about the delusion and the unrealistic expectations of some people out here that ain't bringing shit to the picnic but their appetite.
Well, the thing is, it's like nobody is in a relationship for love anymore. It's all for material things, what the other person can do for them.
That's not true. I want love all day long.
I'm just saying, like, a lot of those that are on social media, they don't promote that. They talk about, you know, you got to have the B's, a Benz, you know.
B stands for,
you know, you have to have a Benz. You can't have a bus pass.
Hey, I'm gonna have to get that video next week. Remind me to get that video. I love the video.
See, and I can't stand the mentality of that bullshit, because if something happens to the man and you got to take care of him, you're fucked. What are you gonna do? Leave him?
especially if you don't like it. So you're right. There's two.
So
Just said
I
there's
don't
two
like
sides to that
it.
thing. But
Yeah.
people that are
Nobody
business
promotes
minded,
love anymore. They
people
just
that are
don't.
about that money, they don't listen. It's
That's all
literally
they're
like,
about.
if he's got money, I'll learn to love him, but I'll be taken care of. And listen, if you're doing this for legacy, knock yourself out, because there are a lot of people that do it for love, and it's like if you're okay living a modest lifestyle, it will get you through. It'll keep you through. Okay, Gage has a great point.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. So that people are afraid of vulnerability. I will agree with that. Now, when you say people, are you talking men or women or both?
That's a good question. And that's actually a valid statement because nobody wants to be vulnerable. Nobody wants to feel vulnerable. Everyone wants to feel like they're in control. And in a relationship, it's kind of like a tug of war because, someone has to relinquish the control. And when you're in
It
a,
shouldn't be controlling all that control shit. Look, fuck all that.
no,
I'm sorry.
no,
Ain't shit controlling shit over here.
by
But
control,
then again, Mimi,
by,
you just
Control.
said.
by,
Just,
by,
go
by
ahead.
control, what I'm saying is that it's not a 50-50 thing. Someone has to lead. At least that's what we've been taught. Someone has to lead. Someone has to be head of the household. Someone has to make the decisions instead of it being a give and take. It should be a give and take. It should be like a tug of war, give and take. Someone gives, someone takes, then that person gives and the other person takes. It should be where everyone does something for each other out of the love they feel for each other. But we live in an era that's a me era. Like, what's in it for me? What can he do for me? What's this got to do with me? It's a me thing. It's not a we thing, which is what it should be.
JJ, the love story, honey. I love it. My honey's car broke down one day. I came to get him. I gave him a car. I offered to go on the bus so he can get to work on time. I happened to be off that day. He's the love of my life.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Get it? That's beautiful.
Listen,
See?
I don't know two women on the fucking planet that would do that. And I'm not saying y'all wouldn't. I'm saying I don't.
I would.
Listen, it is you are hard pressed to get a woman who has gotten conveniences to inconvenience herself. I'm sorry, not sorry. It's true. Listen,
here's my point right here. Where
convenience
JJ
is the end goal. And so when you so this goes back to Gage's vulnerability. What we're reading right now goes back to what Gage said. Now I'm going to double down and I'm going to throw a curveball. What's that?
But JJ said that I'm very vulnerable with him often. He's an amazing leader. See, like I was saying, someone's got to relinquish control. Partner, daddy, brother, and friend. And that's cool. And that's what every relationship should be founded upon.
Mutually.
Friendship.
Right.
You have to be friends first. If you can't look at this person and share your thoughts, your dreams, your wants, your desires as a friend and talk to them as a friend, hold an intelligent conversation with them that you would a friend, then you don't have anything, because then you don't have any communication. If you can't communicate with that person, because communication is key. But you have every relationship, no matter what it is, whether it be platonic, romantic, whatever. No, it's not. You have to have a foundation of friendship.
No, when it comes to a coupling, you're right, because again, everybody loves to talk and hear themselves, but people sometimes talk just to respond, but not to hear and listen and to be able to interpret, decipher, and feel. Especially when someone's like, look, I know what I want, and I can't see beyond what I want. And this can be said about anybody. But the one thing I will say is when it comes to the power struggle, I go right back to my conspiracy. It's unfortunately been pushed. It's an agenda that's being pushed. So it comes right back to when you have people that are talking badly and talking down to someone who's working hard. So the whole bus driver thing comes into play. And she goes, well, I'd date him if he owned the bus, but not if he drove it. Or all of these essential jobs and blue collar workers. Now, we're all blue collar people, so it's hard for us to think outside of that. But let's just say one of us is way up here. We're way up here. We no longer understand that because we're not in that life. Now, if you've been born into that, you don't understand what going to a 9-to-5 is, and you can't relate. But if you were and you got out of it, those are the people I have a problem with. So you either listen, you got YouTube, OnlyFans, you were stripping, or you married money. It's not a whole lot of ways to get rich quick in this world. You know, you're selling dope. So to turn your nose up at people that are still grinding, I think is really shitty. But I also think that just because you move up, either help that man move up who had your back and lifted you up, or shut your ass up, because I think that's trash. You know, you were down here. Remember, I reached down and grabbed you, and then you happen to get level, or you might have even gone up here. But instead of reaching down, you look your nose down. That's what happens so often.
Yeah,
and that's when, so you talk about love. That's when love goes out the door. That's when you go. You know,
that means that it wasn't love at all.
Fair enough.
Because if it's real love, then you know what I'm saying, you're gonna do what you got to do to make it happen.
Agreed. But the thing is, I feel like, unfortunately, that can only last. It's harder. It's a lot easier to love somebody when you ain't worried about the lights getting cut off. Facts. I mean, it's like,
shit. You know. I mean, if I know that the time is going to be coming up and the shit going to get cut off, then I got to do what I got to do to make sure the shit don't get cut off. And you're going to just have to deal with it. Where the money came from. Don't worry about that. The lights ain't cut off.
That's the only acceptable answer. Thank you. Thank you. That's the only acceptable answer. Is I got to do what the fuck I got to do to keep them from getting cut off.
That's especially if you ain't going to do it, I got to do it. I mean, the lights ain't getting cut off over fucking him. I'm telling you now.
and the thing is, I'm talking men and women because, again, I'm a man. As a man, he's not going to sit back on his ass and let that happen. But you have to accept that everybody can only do what they can do is 24 hours in a day. I'd be willing to work 18 of them, which I have done, you know, years ago, just to pay the bills and have my side. You know, like I'm paying for all this, you know, like I said, listen, my wife it's been moments when she hasn't worked for a long time because of having small children. I've never not had that point. No matter what I did, I had to have 1, 2, or 3, no matter what I did. I've not had the luxury of being it's months or 6 years. I don't have that luxury.
Right.
So I think that due respect is there. And it doesn't matter if you come out all of a sudden, me and your company blows up and now you're making $2 million a year. You're going to be like, yo, I can do things I never did before, but you always have to remember where you came from. And
of course.
But people do it. People, we have a blue collar mentality, but people do it. They forget. They
just stop giving a fuck.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You know, and but that's what's so shitty about things. So
and then that's where God comes into play and be like, just check this out. I'm gonna just step out for a little quick minute and let the devil take the fuck over on your life right quick. And once some shit starts to happen, then it's like, oh shit, I made all this money, but now I got 6 months to live.
Okay, now let me ask you this. This is a good question too.
Hey, hold on.
What's up?
Let me throw you a curveball.
What's up?
So what about these cats? Because I see this a whole lot nowadays with this younger generation. You're gonna get this woman, they got pregnant, she got kids, she's on state funded, all this and that, and then this cat comes and moves in with her. He ain't got no job, she living off the state, and they just rolling like that.
He's a bum. He's a fucking bum.
And she's even worse for bringing that shit around her kids.
But you know what? There are people that would rather have a little tiny bit of something than a whole lot of nothing and risk going out there on their own and upgrading. So both of them are stupid. But you know what? Listen, I would beat all the shit out of my kid if I found out he was doing that. Look, first of all, it's a tough move. Big ups to any man who steps in.
But there's some people that are just codependent and they feel like they have to have somebody.
That's true.
Yes, I know them. I'm related to some. It's sad but true. You're right. Listen, it makes me go, ugh. But that's me. That's me.
Oh, a lot.
I can't. It's cringeworthy. I can't do it. But listen, on the flip side of that, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. If you tell me right now, go dig a ditch, I will dig a ditch for 8 hours rather than make $0. And again, I've got the energy and all that. Nobody wants to do it, but you do what you have to. But you also have to accept that I'm trying my best. Now, if I'm making $1 million or if I'm making 5, you have to accept that I'm doing my best if you believe in me. If the $1 million is good enough and the 5 ain't good enough, you show me where you stand. Fuck you. But if you, first of all, I was taught that you never move in with anybody unless you put the bills in your name. And then it's just weird anyway, moving in with somebody. It just like as a man, not a woman. I know sometimes it's more beneficial. Look, if her ex-husband or boyfriend died and she got the house, all right, let's decorate. But you don't do that. Like you literally say, either we start on the same level, or if I come to your place, put the bills in my name and I do whatever. It's a weird thing. You got to pay something. As a man, it's just the way we are. We have to pay to play. So if you're just sitting around smoking a joint, playing TV, yeah, she's an idiot, and I'll slap my kid, and then he's worthless. Because you cannot do that. Do what you want in your spare time. You can't do that. But this is the problem with us not putting our kids in position to look. My son will tell you in a heartbeat, how many streams of income do you need? He'll tell you no less than 3. My kids will tell you that, because the thing is, you can't rely on just one. You shouldn't be comfortable, but we're one in however many. So I feel like it's great to watch as a man. It's great to watch a woman move up. That's what we want. We want to uplift you, but not at the expense of you looking down and trying to become the man. Because here's my rule.
Oh, hell no. Not ever. Cannot.
You say that, but there's so many masculine women out there now.
Oh, yes. I know a lot of them, of course.
Men going to jail, men do. That's good. We got all those excuses. No daddy.
They become bullies almost.
That's fine. But you know what? Ain't but one of us can be the man of relationship. And since only one of us pee standing up, sit your ass down. I don't care what I do or don't make. That's real. It just ain't but one of us can do it. I don't believe in that. So, there's that. But
I tried it. It didn't work.
Hey, you know what? Hey, we can get paid off that video. Go ahead, go get it.
Hey, look, all I'm saying is I tried the theory because I heard that it could happen. I was like, nah, that's some bullshit. It can't happen. And then I tried it, and that shit, I had to mop and change clothes and bathe. I was fucking pissed.
I think, literally, I think if every woman's honest, I think every girl as a child or a woman has tried it.
Yes. Yes, CB, I know you tried it. Whatever.
Hey, listen. You can say put the leg up on the wall.
Nah, see, that's too much. Nah. Roger, you asking for a whole spray.
Oh, you lazy. Listen, that's a different subject. I already told y'all about that.
There's an art to it. That's all I can say.
Listen.
There ain't no art to that shit. We're not supposed to be. We're not supposed to be standing up. That's not supposed to. We're not designed that way. It's not for us. Shit.
But there's a way to do it. And not
that shit.
First of all, the guys are supposed.
You can buy that shit in the kit now, though.
The guys are supposed to be able to pee standing up, and sometimes they still can't get the pee in that big old hole. They got pee everywhere. So anyway,
listen, I that's your business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Like I said, you got to,
subject for another day.
But women can be standing up now, though.
You know what?
They made a gadget for that. Remember?
Yes, I remember.
We had it on the show. We showed it on the show a couple years ago. Remember?
This is true. This is true.
Yes, I remember that. I remember the pee gadget thingy. Mm-hmm. Don't nobody want to pee standing up, man. That shit is not for us, man. Sit your ass down.
Don't be a hater your whole life. You know what? You ain't lived till you written your name in the snow. So you're welcome. Don't be a hater. Shit.
I ain't writing my name in the damn snow. No damn way.
Because you can't. Like I said, hey.
I'm not supposed to. That's supposed to be for you, baby. I'm watching. I'll be the cheerleader over here going, yeah, put me, and yeah. What happened was.
So anyway, if your woman makes more than you, should you still ask her to hold your wacky while you pee? I mean, that's a good question. Because then see
What?
you should
What kind of question is that?
Roger, you taking this shit to another place, man. We
What
got
the
15
fuck?
minutes. We is
You're
not talking
welcome.
about holding nobody's pee-pee.
Why not?
What the hell?
No, why they pee? Because who makes more money?
I didn't hold it when he was broke, so why the hell would I hold it when we got
And
money?
see, that's y'all's problem right now. It's a power thing. See, we're talking about it later when y'all get older. We're
Something has
If your man can't piss by himself, he needs to be alone. That's a whole nother problem.
I mean, unless we just want to be a little freaky and we doing some shit, and I just want to do some shit.
I don't do it. When it's time to piss, you go to the bathroom.
All right, now you're talking about peeing on each other. You're doing too much.
So I wasn't even talking about y'all brought that subject up.
I tried that once. It was like the weirdest feeling.
I was gonna say, so you ain't gonna tell me
you tried that once? Did you just say you tried that once?
Yeah, this guy. We were together, and I was like, "I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom." And then he was like, "You could go here," and I was like, "What?"
What?
Yeah. So he had me pee on him.
I can't ask any question. Okay. I'll plead the fifth on all that. Yes, that exactly.
He liked the golden shower, and I didn't know it.
If you pay to play, it's sterile. If you pay to play, see, it's called eccentric when you got the right. When you got the right amount.
It's called some crazy shit, is what it's called.
I can't do that. I'm just not gonna do that. That just don't even.
It's like when you gotta go to the bathroom, your first thought is to go to the bathroom. He threw me off when he said, "You could go here," and I'm like, "Oh," when I'm looking around, like,
bullshit. Okay, so
he was like, "You could just stay right here," and I'm like,
so now you're gonna tell me. Because listen, everybody done tried to take a shower with somebody, and women have showers hot enough to scald your balls off, but we tried at least once. You ain't gonna tell me you didn't stand behind him and reach around with the soapy dub and go, ooh, and starts trying to clean his wacky.
All kinds of shit happens in the shower.
Then.
But you're talking about cleaning. You're talking about us taking a shower together versus me saying
on somebody in a bed. It's not the same.
Okay, first of all,
you can't ride somebody and then you want to go to the bathroom.
You're not gonna pee
on
me.
I didn't say the fucking bed. Listen, I said
the mattress is gonna be fucked up. The room's gonna be fucked up. Okay, so let me ask you a question. So what position? So where are you when you're peeing on somebody?
Well,
in the shower.
I was on top.
In the shower.
I must be naive. Somebody show me something.
Situation. I was
just talking about if
somebody. We really
right back, and I'm gonna run to the bathroom. And then he was like, "Well, you could just go here." I'm like, "Where?" He's like, "Just right here. Pee on me." I'm like, "What?" And so I was like, okay. And I peed on him, and it was just the weirdest fucking thing.
So, guys, this subject has everything to do with, does the relationship change when one partner begins to out-earn the other? Okay.
Right. Do they make you pee on them? Do they ask you to pee on them?
He asked me to pee on him. So I peed on him.
I'm out, dog. I'm out.
You don't took that shit to another level when you peed on him. Yeah.
All I was saying was, listen, if you stand behind him while he's at the urinal and you reach around and grab it, it's a vicarious power thing. It's like Freudian, because you almost feel like you're able to, it's a control thing. But you got to stand behind him, reach around and do it. Now, if you reach around and do it like that, that's a problem. But if you reach around and do it like that, then you're doing all right. You aim that motherfucker. I'm just trying to tell you, you're welcome. You can thank me later. Go ahead.
I mean, I've done that. It's like, babe, you want me to hold it for you? Yeah, come on. All right, shit, it's on.
See, that's all I was saying. If you wait long enough, Mimi will let you know how nasty she is.
But the thing is, Roger, what we're talking about peeing on each other versus he's being at the stall and he's like, I walk in there and I look at him and I'm like, you want me to hold it? And he'd be like, yeah, come on. I'd be like, shit, all right, let's go. Like that's different.
I was talking about the shower. I was talking about the
shower. On me. You're not gonna pee on me.
You talking about fucking up mattresses like a toddler. I was talking about the shower.
No, CB over there peeing on people.
Yeah, he asked me.
Listen, that's an ass whooping. You fuck up my Posturepedic. You fuck up my Sleepmatic. That's an ass whooping.
You have a 4,000.
My question is,
yes.
Did you kiss him after that?
It's It's sterile. It's sterile.
I didn't pee in his mouth. It was just on his body.
Some people like that too.
Hey,
like
look.
how some men come on your body. I pissed on his body. It didn't have anything to do with his lips.
Don't spray me.
We know Mimi's rule. We know Mimi's rule.
Woo!
Hey, we know.
Unless you're going, you better go get that soap rag right now, right after, right now. I ain't getting up.
Hey, when people tell you who they are, believe them.
Whatever. Hey.
And if a man asks you to piss on him, then piss on him.
Cheers.
All I can say is it's better to be pissed off than pissed on.
And scene. I'm leaving. I'm out. I'm gone. My drink is broken. My drink. Okay, so okay,
moving right along.
You lying at anyway. So listen, as a boon to society, I need you guys to start holding class and teaching these young women the value of partnership, not just trying to upgrade and be a gold digger. I am so glad that I don't have to date in this generation because the earth is hard out here. I only got a couple shovels.
Yeah, you have to understand this, right? This is what's happening too. There's a lot of women out here that are introducing these things to their girls that are still living at home. And then they expect the girls to get out here and do something different. And it's not going to happen because they don't see the mama do all kinds of shit. And they're going to emulate that. Well, I saw my mama do it. Shit, I'm going to do it too.
Yeah. True. Unfortunately, a lot of girls don't see how to behave like a partner or a wife. And a lot of boys don't see the same thing. So if you have to teach yourself to learn along the way, you're going to make a lot of
Excuse me.
But if you're not teaching, who's your first teacher? Your mother. So if your mother hasn't shown you how to do things like a lady, if your mother hasn't shown you how to be a true partner support, how the fuck you expect someone to come out of the blue and be way leveled up and want to uplift you when there's no upside to that? That's a liability. And I'm not upset, but I feel bad because for the women that are out there making that kind of money and doing that, they really are condemning themselves when they go, I can't go down, I have to go up, because you're literally relegating yourself to 5 to 10% of the whole damn country and or world. And most of the time, you're going to rule yourself out. You're just not able. Here's what I'll say. For people that want someone who's in that top 5 or 10%, you know what they want? They don't want a boss bitch. They don't want a higher. They want a supportive, feminine woman. And when you're masculine behavior and you want to run the show and do all that, they're going to look right past you. They don't give a shit about your education or your income, because you know what? You don't share any of that with them. Do you realize that? We are expected to share I'm not saying when you're partners, I'm saying dating pool, getting to know you. We are expected to share our resources. A woman makes as much money she wants. She doesn't really expect to share her resources. She doesn't want to because she's never had to. And it's not about being married and being a collective. It's about the dating, the meeting. So if I don't have a problem
sharing my resources, but my thing is, don't make me feel like shit because now I'm sharing my resources and you want to know if I fucked all these people.
He should want to know that, yeah. Here's the thing, sorry, but
and look, but the thing about it is that if you know your woman, I'm sharing my resources because look, hey, we're about to make some money over here. You want to come be a part of this? Because you and I are both in this industry. Let's go make this shit happen. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, you're insecure about some shit that I'm bringing you into. You know, like 90% of the industry is ran by men. It's only a certain percent of us women out here. I'm just saying.
98% of all industries run by men. That's okay. Again, that's not my decision. The thing is, if you break into that and you make your way, it's very difficult to maintain your femininity. So, like I said, if you got to be a boss at work, that's fine. But when you walk through that door, soften up, shut the fuck up.
Yes. What?
That's not what a high level man wants. But you know what the problem is? Right. It's easy to say. It's hard to do. Doing this is fucking hard for some. My point is, you have to realize, okay, like Gage was just saying, some people They don't believe. They don't even think you love them unless you fighting, arguing, or whatever.
Yeah, no, hell no. Bye.
They don't know because it's what they saw.
Right.
We don't care about your income. We don't care about your education. We don't care about none of that shit. You need to be supportive, love me, and be my peace. Shut the fuck up. You don't have to make $1 million. I'll make $1 million for us.
Exactly.
But if you come at me, if you're trying to compete, I make my own money. I do this, I do that. And that's why a high level man ain't gonna want to fuck with you.
Yeah, of course. There is no competition because the
It
woman's supposed to really be the woman. Right. It shouldn't be.
You got some manly ass chicks
women
out
here. I know.
They're dangerous. Listen, I'm so proud of the fact that I know for a fact that my kids have an entrepreneurial spirit. Because I'm from the go to school college generation. I am. My sisters, my brother, myself, my parents. But then guess what? All of a sudden it stopped again. Used to be go to school, get a good job. I did that shit. And then I stopped using my degree a while ago. And now here I am. And again, my children are probably way smarter than I was at that age. And they were like, nah, I'm cool. I'm not going to get into that industry. I'm not going to fall into that trap. And you know what? Good for y'all. I'm going to support whatever they do. And chances are they'll be further ahead than I was at that age. And I was doing pretty well in my 20s and 30s, but I'm with that. But you can't look down on somebody and be like, well, I make that, I do this, I do, and then think that a man is going to worship you as his queen. No, you're competing.
Right. Exactly.
That's not what this is about. We have to complement, not compete. And the problem is a lot of motherfuckers can't spell.
Well, look, guys, we have like 4 minutes left, and you guys already know how this goes. We take the longest 10 minutes to say bye. So, what happened was, yeah. No. So I'm gonna kick it off. Look, one love. God bless you guys. Take care of your health, wealth, finances, fitness, all that good old stuff. And we didn't even jump into Roger. God damn it, we didn't jump into sports and nothing tonight. But anyway, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. We're gonna keep.
They out there. Don't worry about it. They out there.
So JJ, Gage, oh my God, everybody that was on tonight, I said it. I saw some new names. Bryant, my boy Trey.
Yes. Shit. I love it.
All you guys been amazing. Thank you so much for chiming in and yeah, moving right along.
I'm out. Be cool. Take care of yourselves. George, hey, don't eat no don't jump over the board and shit like that. Come back. Holla at y'all. Peace.
Hey, look. Live from the middle of the ocean.
With his prescription glasses.
I'm standing in the hallway. But thanks everybody for hanging out. Love y'all. Peace, love, and hair grease.
Peace, love, and hair grease.
Peace, love, and hair grease. All right, thank you everyone for rocking with us tonight. You've been listening to CB and the Boys. We come to you every week as your midweek motivator, offering music, conversation, motivation, laughter, and a whole lot of fun. And hopefully you got that and then some. Don't forget to like us and subscribe. In order to bring you more, we need to be able to do more. And in order to do that, we need more subscribers, and we need your help to do that. So please share this podcast with any and everyone and tell everybody about us. And it can also win you some really cool prizes when you do so. So when you subscribe, drop us a comment. We'll put you in a raffle and you can win some really cool stuff. We need your help. So, and don't forget to visit our website, cbandtheboys.org. Check us out. And definitely come back next week when we discuss more hot topics and in-depth discussions about whatever. You never know. So be on the lookout for our flyer for our next show, which will give you an idea of what the topic is. And don't forget, thank you again, everyone who chimed in, Gage, JJ, Trey, Brian, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. We appreciate you. And we will see you next week, same time, same station. Bye-bye.